Hello, you alright? We are obviously not in university.
That made me laugh. Sorry.
We're in Weatherspoons, as it says here, just because we've been in university. We've been hitting the books hard, shall we say?
How we decided to hit the ball.
Nice, good education. Become a student. No, we need a different environment, really. I think we've been to a cafe this morning, and now we're here because it's a fantastic place to just people watch. Basically, we're here just because we needed a new environment to be in. We met up yesterday, like a couple of days before that. We've had a bit of a break, not a break as in we've had a break from university work because we have been doing it, but I mean a break from each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been watching a lot of stand-up individually. And then we come together and we're discussing just topics that we're doing. I have hit a brick wall. You are still doing what you're doing. Recently just done a hosting event.
Yeah.
By all yours.
So I had to host. I didn't have to. I got asked to host / compare a charity gig back in Stoke. And honestly, it was one of the best on-stage experiences I think I've had in a long while, and I've had fun doing some other stuff, but to go on
the way
stage
you've been talking about it is brilliant.
and just go out to entertain and keep the audience warm, basically, because that was my job, to keep them warm in between like the acts and the dances and stuff.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm genuinely, because this is the kind of thing that I need as well. I am a bit envious of it because it's a fantastic experience because of a stand-up comedian. You are fresh on stage. You didn't use any of your stand-up subjects. That's what's brilliant, and you just kept them going. And that's where the difference.
See, when I was doing it, I didn't really sit back and go, I could use this as a perfect opportunity to try this joke or to experiment with like a different style of comedy. I didn't really see it as helping us until I got off stage on the last show, and I was like, well, this is exactly what me and Lee are doing. But with the experience of just improvising everything and messing around with the audience and just doing stupid things to get laughs was valuable, because it was kind of
it's a good filler for your stand-up.
Yeah, it's a good way.
It's a good practice without deliberately practicing.
Yeah.
You can now probably more confidently go on stage, do your set with the energy and with the improv and with the momentum of what you had when you were hosting. And for an experience that you told me, you said that like people came in like 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
They came in 10 minutes late and you had banter with them.
Yeah.
I think that what we were talking about in previous ones that we haven't obviously filmed, because at the moment we're filming a lot about me, which, to be fair, because I've got more problems, it's easy to discuss, whereas your successes and your breakthroughs are just as valuable. And with you improvising jokes or, you know, the kind of stuff that you see in professional work or even some amateur work that we've seen on stage, it's good that you can have that drive and that initiative to go, wow, these people just walked in, I'm going to talk to them.
Yeah.
Then you can feed it onto the next subject, which will be obviously the dancers or whatever we're performing next, and that's what was key in the experience. Whereas in stand-up, it'll be feed it onto the next joke. So it is kind of
it was good as well to kind of know when an audience member was like, right, step back. And then some people were so receptive to it.
But that's good.
I'd ended up having a dance off with somebody on stage in the middle of the show, which it's gone. Like I had like kind of. I had one experience where people were just like, no, don't talk to me. Like, they were just giving me nothing. So in essence, I was dying there and then.
Yeah.
And then I'd move on very quickly to somebody else who I'd see do something like, because mostly when I was walking onto this, because I walked into the audience, people would naturally look away, so not to get eye contact. But you'd play on that, going, look, just because you look away doesn't mean I'm not going to speak to you. That's not how it works. Off the back of that, I'd then improvise something to kind of take the mick out of them.
Really good.
So then I'd use them again throughout the show, and then there was somebody.
We did basically in the university we had not a workshop, it was like a lecture or a seminar thing with someone that came in and said that if you've got something that you know can make the audience laugh, just pull it out, just keep using it. If you know it won't get the biggest laughs every single time, gradually it'll get smaller and smaller in regards to jokes. But I think it was John England, was it, or someone that came in?
Sure.
And he was basically talking about like if the audience liked this hand movement or liked a specific joke, revert back to it and then work yourself back into it, keep the momentum up. And I think I didn't watch it personally, but from what you've described, you did that.